Alright, final stage is how you do imperfections, and we're just gonna use the DAM standard in this case to do the cracking on my model. Maybe so select that and draw out some of the cracks. And this is gonna be something quite relaxing. Actually, you don't need to do a lot of technical things here. It's just cracks, right? So just you know, draw out those cracks using DAM standard. Something like that, actually. Maybe one more here. Okay. And of course, the size of the brush can make a huge difference, so that if you want bigger cracks, you may want to change your size constantly. That's not good, so crack that out first, and then go out. Something here on this edge, and something here, something, oops, that doesn't look nice. Let me actually make that stronger. And so when you're doing these kind of things, you can maybe try to break the edge a little bit too by using clip curve and just clip down the edges open like that, so that it's actually following the crack that you're creating. And depending on how detailed your model is, sometimes you actually cannot crack it. Anyway, I'm gonna do that here. And on the back, maybe have some cracking here too. Oops. And smooth that out. So this part is actually a little boring because I don't really enjoy doing the cracks. At least I don't. Maybe I don't know you, but I don't. I don't enjoy doing this part. It's just cracks and no fun. And yeah, so let's do that. Oops, something here. Right. And some of the little tricks is that you can concentrate cracks on some of the parts. That way the crack actually helps you to create high density detail, high frequency detail somewhere here and there. Like at the bottom part of the model, I can actually create a lot of cracks. A lot of cracks here at the bottom. So just, you know, draw some attention to those shape changing parts that can enhance the model by some on some level. Okay. I can do something more on the tip because that's the, you know, fragile part maybe. So I can have some crack here. But really there's no very, you know, hard part here to me. Just doing the cracks. I mean, how hard can it be? Just struck it using DAM standard, and really it's not that complicated. This middle part, I think, because it's more it's more solid and having been protected by other parts, so I'm not gonna do too much there. Just gonna maybe do more cracks on this middle part. We make that one even bigger. And this one also, just bigger. All right. And maybe a bigger one here, make this one also bigger. So that can make variations on the size of the crack. Again, a lot of details that you do needs variation. Bigger ones, smaller ones, or other variations like the length, right? The density of those different parts can be very different. Right. Maybe just do a little bit over there. That looks good. And smooth down here this guy. I'm not sure about do I need this guy. I'm just trying to see and design down the way, so maybe it's better without that. Or maybe it should be something else. Let me change the material to something more like a metal. Maybe the metal. Actually, I like the previous one. This guy looks pretty cool. I like the effect it's giving me. It's also enhancing some of the details. I'm thinking about the connection here. Right here. So maybe I can change that to something else. Yeah, that feels better actually. So actually, let me try to cut it from here, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely better. That part is actually giving me a lot of trouble. I don't like what's happening there at all. So let me clip that edge. Okay. It's definitely better. Let's clean that up. Okay. Also clean that little edge up. It's not that easy to do, isn't it? Let me actually mask this part, invert the mask, go to this edge and just click it in. Alright, good enough. Not gonna bother too much up there. Alright. So then maybe I can oh, you know what? I can maybe enhance it by changing that into an arc to match with the contour over there. Doesn't work? Maybe just make this arc bigger here. Right, that should be better. Okay. You see, whenever you're doing the smaller detail, you also go back and see if you have any bigger issues or something you can address. You can change to make the design better when you are the designer, right? I guess some of you guys are, some of you guys already have a design for you, so that's the most sometimes that's the most boring part because you don't get to design it. But I guess different people have different hobby. Maybe you just want to model it anyway. So yeah, and do that little cracking there. And maybe I can flatten this out by using the edge polish. Try to make some nice edging here. And also try those things like trim dynamic. Actually, let me try that. PTA trim adaptive. See how that works. Yeah, that works better actually. So I'm gonna use that to add some edge here. Doesn't work properly here though. I'm gonna use clip curve then. Just clip some indentations, some bevel. Sorry, some bevel there. Yeah, that works better actually. Okay, so I'm gonna use that same technique maybe to bevel this part. Oh, and that part doesn't go. Bevel this part real quick. Alright, so that's that. And I guess I can also bevel this part using the clip. Okay. I don't like that part. Let me drag it backwards. Edge polish to just polish it. Alright, so yeah, this is just the generic sculpting now. I don't think I need to speak too much about its process. You already know some of the traditional modeling techniques, so it's not that hard to do. I just polish, clip, polish, clip. I use them standard to do some detail. Alright. Okay. So that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be the entire process of doing this. And in the next few minutes, I'm gonna fast forward for the other parts of the detailing, like cracking here and there for different parts. But I think that's it.